Okay, I'm going to do a basic how to find a standard deviation using what we've got. So far, the steps are we are going to find the mean, then we're going to subtract each term from the mean and square it, add them up. Then we're going to divide by how many terms we had. That's going to kind of give us an average of those squares, and then we're going to take a square root. And that's going to just kind of give us an average about how far apart our numbers are in general. It's kind of weird at first, but it's something that once you do a few times with practice gets a little bit easier. So to begin with, you got to start by finding that mean, and you know how to find a mean by adding them up and dividing by the number of terms. So I've already, wait, did I do this one already? Let's see, what is this? We got 172 divided by 4 is 43. So there's our mean. Our mean is 43. Now we're going to subtract each term from that mean and square it. So 46 minus 43 squared. And then 55 minus 43 squared. 31 minus 43 squared. 40 minus 43 squared. So I'm just giving you small data sets because normally this would be ridiculous to solve for if you had like 50 numbers. So there's a 3 squared, 12 squared, 12 squared again. It's negative, but it's going to be power of 2, so it'll just become positive anyways. So 9 plus 144 plus 144 plus 9 gives us 306. So we added them all up. This was step 2. And now step 3, we're going to divide them by the number of terms. So still 4 terms, and 306 divided by 4 gives us 76.5. So 76.5 is our variance. And then we take the square root of that. And we get 8 point, let's change the color again. We get 8.75. And this is our standard deviation. So we did all that work just to get 8.75 as our standard deviation. We added them all up and divided it to get the mean. Then we figured out how far away is each term from that mean and took it to the power of 2. We added those up and divided it by how many terms there were again. That gave us the variance. Then we take a square root and we get our standard deviation. I know it's a long process. Now we're going to try it again just to build some repetition. So same deal. We're going to start by finding the mean. So at this point, I would try to do it yourself. Alright, so we're going to add them all up. That looks like 1,000, 1,200, so 2,700 divided by 5. That looks like 540 is our average. Now we're going to find how far away is everything from the average. So 500 minus 540 squared, that's 40 squared. 600 minus 540 squared, that's 60 squared. 450 minus 540 squared is 90 squared. And then we've got another 550 minus 540 squared, that's only a 10 squared. And this last one, 600 minus 540 squared, that's going to be a 60 to the power of 2. Alright, so this is ridiculous. I'm going to use a calculator. And we've got 40 to the power of 2 plus 60 to the power of 2 plus 90 to the power of 2 plus 100 plus 60 to the power of 2. So I'm going to add all those up and get 17,000. And then we're going to divide that by the number of terms we have. That'll give us 3,400. And that is our variance. So now we are going to take the square root of 3,400 to get our standard deviation, which is 58.31. So practice finding your standard deviation like this, and I'm gonna probably have one more video on how to do a little more, or I'm just gonna leave it like this for now and let you guys go, because I know this is a lot of work and you guys are doing your best. All right, goodbye.